There you go. Good job.
We strive to have a positive learning environment with lots of teacher interactions, and STARS helps us to be able to do that because their program standards help us strive to be the best.
High-quality early learning centers are already setting the stage for a child's educational success.
6, 7, yay!
They're different from certified providers.
They have to have a curriculum that aligns with the state's early learning standards, and those standards align to the K-12 system standards.
And even the leadership program team has to do certain things, so observations, evaluations, and then there's a family component where I provide a parent workshop once a year.
Educators here are better able to assess developmental milestones and teach using proven processes that allow children to harness brain power.
9, 10.
Curriculums at high-quality facilities meet state early learning standards, have improved business practices like professional development, and typically issue better compensation. But that component is proving to be a problem.
The average wage of a childcare teacher in Pennsylvania is only $10.69 an hour. Oftentimes, these teachers have bachelor-level degrees, the same as a K-12 teacher. So honestly, that's unacceptable.
Its effects run deep. Only 42% of PA's child care capacity is high quality, in part due to lack of specialty workers that help maintain a 3- or 4-star rating. And some parts of PA don't have the program option at all, especially enrollment availability for subsidized children.
You hear the term childcare desert, just generally not having access to childcare. There's also high quality deserts as well.
Upset over a breakup? Mad at your boss? The Therapy Rage Room gives you a chance to get it all out.
Sometimes everyone needs just a little alternative outlet to let out frustrations or just cope.
However, this is only an entertainment center.
We aren't a form of actual therapy. The name is kind of deceptive, but it's kind of a play on words.
But how does the professionals feel about this? We asked a local counselor what they think.
I just do want to advise this isn't a place to work out significant issues. You have rage. Choose to speak with a professional first.
During the pandemic, many people have experienced stress. Some people may go for walks and others may find joy beating stress into a million tiny pieces.
However they come in, if they leave the same way, whatever their reasons to come in.
Kids can also join in on the fun as long as they're supervised in the paint room. A place where kids can make a mess that parents won't have to clean up, and even adults.
So you're seeing this thing that's been bugging you, or this thing that you just want to see demolished, that you've always wanted to break.
Right now taking place is the last day of our largest dog grooming show. This is the largest dog grooming show in the world. So right now we have what's called a rescue roundup competition. These are competitive dog groomers that are competing using rescue dogs that are available for adoption. So usually we have a 100% adoption rate with that.
We did contests this time with Lucy. We got third place. This Natalia is life. She loves doing it. She loves dogs. We have 5 little poodles. She loves the contest because you can try different haircuts and you show people what you can do. This is to keep like a person, keep it clean and beautiful.
They're filled with people that want to be the best at their job, and they want to be able to take skills back that they can become better for their customers and do a better job with the dogs.
He's a good boy.
A tirade inside Target, a display of masks destroyed. The darkest moment of Melissa Ryan Lively's life, witnessed by millions around the world.
When the Target incident finally happened, and, I spent some time in a mental health hospital after that, and then I sought out private treatment to follow that up, and it really, I had to work through some really serious issues.
I reached out to Melissa on a Reddit support forum titled QAnon Casualties. She explained what led her down the conspiracy rabbit hole.
None of us have ever experienced a crisis like this before. And I think a lot of people just went into various degrees of shock. And a lot of the ways that people dealt with that shock and that sort of being, upheaval of their life, was to just deny it.
Isolation drove her to QAnon, and the more misinformation she consumed, the more doubtful she became.
I was getting all these wild ideas about our freedoms being taken away and never going back to before. And, I wanted to fight against that.
Conspiracy theories like these flourished, paving a way for fringe groups like QAnon to reach the mainstream and rip families like Jennifer Smith's apart.
It started with my sister and brother-in-law in Arizona, in Scottsdale. They don't have normal 9-to-5 jobs. So they have the time, to go down the rabbit hole, is what I'm saying.
For Jennifer's family, it started small.
They showed, a belief system that is in the COVID denial category.
But as time passed, distrust grew, from refusing to wear a mask to condemning the vaccine.
That is when we really became aware this is serious. They're not just believing in one or two silly little, conspiracies, that this is now affecting how they're looking at a global health pandemic.
Misinformation like this spread like wildfire during the pandemic, fueling skepticism and uncertainty.
We were at home, we were isolated more and sort of dependent more on, different forms of media as well.
The pandemic also made it clear bad information can kill, with some denying COVID was real, challenging public health safety measures.
I think our natural need for certainty kind of leads us to fill in gaps when, maybe there's information out there that we're not sure about, or we're just trying to make sense of this pandemic and what's happening to us.
Misinformation is tough to fight, but easy to spread with the click of a button.
What people, I think, fail to remember about conspiracy theories on the internet is that it is a very profitable industry to peddle these type of theories.
Accounts supporting these theories have been purged from social media after violating the rules, but Melissa fears that won't cure this infestation.
What I don't think people understand is that it's really gone underground. They will always find, a place to gather, and spread this information.
And Dr. Scott worries with more people willing to accept any information that aligns with their beliefs, this problem won't magically disappear.
But if it's really rooted in, their firm beliefs and that, it's just not rooted in something you believe in or reality, there's no amount of words that are going to convince someone to change their mind.
Scott points out the consumption of misinformation will continue to be an obstacle as the country faces an uphill battle to reach herd immunity. Nick Volturo, CBS 21 News.